Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat Show! Ahoy, ahoy, friends! My control thing doesn't seem to be working today for some reason. I'm like pressing buttons and nothing going on. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, ahoy hoy. Hope you're having an awesome Friday. Welcome. So you see, I am here once again alone. No Richard, which is a bummer, but he has assured me that he has taken next Friday off so that we can be here for our final Friday show, or at least our final Friday show for a little while. Here, it was a dramatic entrance. Extremely dramatic, out of the darkness. But, anywho... Hope you're having a great one. I've got my I'm on hot chocolate today, not coffee. Mostly because Richard's not here and I didn't want to make a whole pot. It's not didn't really need one. But my goodness, it's been it's true, I'm not alone. I have all of you. Thank you, Fabby Fan. I appreciate that. Yeah, so let's see what's been going on. We've got Lego news today. I've got some pictures to share of some things, and of course all of our regular. I've got a great fun thing from the Crypt. Let's see, and of course now I'm like scan. Do I have everything within arm's reach? Just the thing, when Richard's not here, everything must be here. So golly, well, let's see, let's kick off. How about some pins? It's time for pins. Things go so much faster when I don't have anybody to banter with. Here you go. So for today, I picked this up at our last go-round. Now, you know how much I love Figment, so I had to do a Figment pin today. There we go. And it's like black and white, like a photograph, and it has like little photo corners in it. Very cute. Love me some Figment. Oh, you know, I did see, and this is crazy to me, but I was looking at how they did some kind of like Figment popcorn bucket at Walt Disney World to commemorate, like, I think like the creation of the character or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was for the celebration of the anniversary, but they made this popcorn bucket and people were waiting hours in line for a Figment popcorn bucket. Now, I love Figment, like probably more than the next guy, but I would not wait in line that long for a popcorn bucket. Although, I mean, to be fair, it was cool looking. So there you go. Well, let's see. What have I got going on here? I'm trying to find our fancy lights, which stopped working sometime around when we were gone on vacation. So I'm also going to try bumping the lights up a little bit, because golly, I sure look like I'm in a... there we go. Look like I was in a crypt. Anywho, so if you are here, go ahead and give a shout out in the chat so your name is added to the list so that I can say hello to everybody on this, our penultimate Friday show. Penultimate, like I pulled that out of my hat. So what happened this week? Well, it's been very, very busy at work. We had some Lego news happen. Some really, really cool stuff. Oh, Zach, yeah, the whole eBay thing is bonkers. Is completely bonkers. Um, Kind of like the like Bricklink prices. Like there's people who will charge like uh $300 for a set, and then there's somebody who will charge like $3,000 for the same set. And I'm not joking, I've seen it. I've seen like these crazy prices, and then it like skews the average thing. Like it bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Uh anyway, um oh wow, buy it now, $120 for a Figment popcorn bucket. I'll just stick with my Figment pin and be happy about it. I know that's crazy. Who would pay lots of money for a piece of plastic? Oh my goodness. Anywho, well, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody who's here. Dirt. We've got Alexander23Z is here. Hey, how's it going? Who's got a really cool mock going right now, by the way. Brickham's Den. Hey, Rick, how's it going? Drew Dershel is here. Hi, Drew. Good to see you, as always. Fabufan MKE is here. Jake Sadovich. How's it going, Jake? We've got Jordan Zender. Jordan, it's been a long time. Hi and hello. Welcome. Julia Hornberger. Hi, Julia. How great that you are able to be here today. How fun. We've got Marilyn Parmley. Hi, Marilyn and the Parmleys. Minifig Chick. Oh, that's sorry. Kicking off the Emscapades. Marilyn Parmley, Minifig Chick, Minifig Nick, Monica Berry, and Moto. I see Gorgonzola just popped in. Hey, how's it going? We've got Rob Ketcherside, Rob Zaccardi and the Zaccardis. Ahoy, hoy. We've got the Brick Cove. Hi, Aubrey. How's it going? Wilfred is here. Bonsoir, friend. And Zach Martinez and Zerachino. Kim. Wilfred and Kim are here at the same time. Now that hasn't happened in a little while, and that makes me extremely happy today. It like makes up for the fact that Richard is unable to be here. Hello, welcome to Euphoria, just popped in. And Zissou, formerly Grogon. Grogu, Grogon. Apples is here. Hello, friend. Hope you are well and safe. Golly, so yeah, let's see. I'm gonna head on back over. Did somebody, I feel like Family Bricks just arrived. Hello, Family Bricks. How's it going? Great to see everybody today. So we've got, what's going on? Hi, just discovered you because of your Kelly Brick Click appearance. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Welcome. Yes, we are well. We are well. This is actually, you're popping in on one of our final Friday shows. As you can see, Richard's not here. Things have gotten really complicated with work. We have a big old piece we're working on for the Lego house, and Fridays are starting to become untenable. But Sundays remain. We have our Sundays with the Sunday Lego Brunch Bunch, as they are now called. Really excited about that, and sort of moving some of the things that we do over there, or, on this Friday show over to the Sunday show. So we'll still be doing Thing from the Crypt. We'll still be doing sharing minifigures and pins, all that stuff. None of that's going to change. We are going to start having a weekly special guest along with our crew of irregulars. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm actually really excited to have Fridays. A lot of you may know I am also no longer doing Tuesdays on Twitch. So we're just gonna be doing the one day a week, although I'm looking at picking one day to do a kind of longer Twitch stream, because I'm gonna be here building. So I might as well hang out with y'all while I'm doing it. But more on that. So real quick, I don't know, is he here? Is Chris Chalice here right now? Because I heard it's his birthday. So is he here? I didn't see him in the list when I was saying hello to everybody, so I'm hoping that he's here. Oh, yep, there he is. Chris and Jade, the dynamic duo Chalice. Happy birthday, Chris. Has been a long time viewer of the show, supporter of the show, awesome person. So you know what that means? It means it's time for a little happy birthday to Chris Chalice. Happy birthday to you, woo woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris, of a long name Chalice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris. Hope you are having an awesome day. So there you go. I'm so glad I actually get to like play ukulele here now, even if it's only the one song that is no longer in the public domain. But there you go. And cheers. Cheers with a little bit of hot chocolate. Well, it's truth be told, it's kind of lukewarm chocolate at this point. That's all right. It doesn't take long. Like I literally just poured that like 15 minutes ago and it's already cold. Let's see. What have we got going on? I did pins. We said hello to everybody. It's also Elton John and Sarah Jessica Parker's birthday. You're in good company. Oh my goodness. I have the mug warmer thing. I know I have it. It's over there though. It's by the couch. And truth be told, I can't have it here on the desk because we have so many things. We've got 3 lights, cameras, microphones, laptop, extra monitor, game streaming thing. Like we have so many things plugged in. I don't know how we would do it. So, all right. Well, hey, let's take a look at Lego news. All right. So the big Lego news this week is that Lego is doing a series of what feels to me like very convention mock inspired builds. 3 little dioramas, and these are going to be out on April 26th. These will be available. Now, I think they look great, and they absolutely have a more mock quality to it than you would see, like a mock quality to it than you would see in most regular builds. Yes, Star Wars and architecture had some cute babies. Exactly. There's kind of that. There is definitely that thing going on. So I applaud this. I applaud them for doing this. I think they're really, really cool. They're really nicely done. I love how they've done like the X-Wing kind of like sinking in the swamp. It's like really cool. So we've got, this is the Dagobah training set. It's going to be $79.99. And again, debuts April 26th. So yeah, they seem very pricey. Especially the one that I want, my most favorite one. This is the Trench Run. Now, this one is the one to me that is the most kind of like Lego fan mock of all of them. Look at that greebling. That greebling is crazy. Like, you haven't seen a lot of that kind of intense greebling since probably the Exosuit had a ton of greebling, but we haven't seen this a lot. So this trench run is going to be $59.99. This is the cheapest one. Okay. Yeah, and it does have the quotes. That it does have the quotes on there, right? So that's what you're paying for. That you're paying the Star Wars tax. It's like I didn't expect that these were going to be terribly cheap. But yeah, it's right. So there's that, and then I wanted to take a quick. I pulled in a close up look of the I pulled in a close up look of that greebling. So check this out. That's a lot of greebling. Lot of greebling. I mean that's great. I'm glad they're doing that. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit tricky to put together. Perhaps, but I still think it's really good. It looks really cool. All right, now we come to the one that I am the most excited about. This is the trash compactor scene. Now I have. You've all heard the story. Like, I was in the audience when the show, when the movie premiered back in 1970. And I had a toy when I was a kid that was the Death Star with this trash compactor scene, and it had that, like, the eyeball that comes out, right? Now, this one's the most expensive. This one is $89.99, and I mean, as cool as it is, I cannot personally justify the price for me. I know there'll be a lot of people who really, really enjoy it, and it does move. As you can see, the walls are slotted, and they do move in. There is a play function for this, all right, which is amazing, but I still just don't think, like, for the kind of middle of the road Star Wars fan that I am, yeah, that would be a difficult sell for me. Oh, Rob, just you wait. Just you wait. I love that this has a funny little thing on the back with R2 and C-3PO trying to get the door unlocked. It's really great. I love that. And yeah, and there you can see the play function, how it, like, smunches up. Now, I will say, there, I was just getting to that. So a Chewy sound brick would be amazing. Okay, so when I was a kid, we had that. I was telling you, we had the Kenner thing. Yeah, Doc, you're right. It is an adult price for an adult collectible. Absolutely. Yes, and it's as Hooded One points out, it is an R2 that has a print on the back, which they've never done. So anyway, when I was a kid, this is what we had. And this has something that this one does not have. Hello, El Nerd. How's it going? This is the Death Star space station that went with the Kenner figs. Now, you've seen on a past thing from the Crypt, I still have my Star Wars Kenner carrying box with the figures in it and everything. And this was the one that was, and what it has in it that the other one doesn't have is it actually has the trash compactor monster in it. So you got this trash compactor thing, and you can see here at the bottom how it kind of fits into the overall bit. But the trash compactor piece had this, like, screw knob, and it came with, like, foam garbage. that would squish when you turned it, and then it came with the monster, and you only see the eye in the movie, and how it survives the crushing, I don't know. But in the Kenner toy, it has this kind of like Loch Ness monster thing going on. I don't know if you can see that, but like, yeah, there it is. That green thing. It's kind of got this like Nessie body. And I was obsessed. I was obsessed. There was a fair amount of like, they were like little foam chunks, like black and gray foam chunks. You can see them in there. Like it was, maybe like a handful, or like for a kid, like two handfuls of foam. And I was actually, we went to, where did we went and met a bunch of Tricky Lug people at a toy store in Alameda, and a guy in there bought one of these still in the box, and he and I were laughing about the foam and wondering if it was still going to be viable or whether it had like crumbled to dust at this point. Ahoy hoy, Two Humble Bricks, how's it going? So yeah, there you go. That's my take. Like, I think that's awesome, but this will always be my first love. Right? And then the funny thing too about this was that the toy, you can see, is big enough that you could never really, like, if you wanted the monster in there, you could never really like screw it down that far, because the monster would get like wedged in. Plus you had your figures in it too, right? But still, I was super excited about this when I was a kid. So oh, look, that's right. I forgot. I downloaded the other picture. There is a newer version, and you can see the kind of like Loch Ness monster, but with like a dinosaur fin on it and two tails. And then there's your foam. Yeah, it was like gray, black, and yellow foam chunks. You could almost, I mean, this is almost a thing from the Crypt. Practically a thing from the Crypt, but too funny. All right, let's see. The monster leaves when the compactor came on. It's true, but like, where did it go? Like, if there was some kind of hole it escaped through, it's big enough that it would have like drained the garbage out of it. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, it does look less menacing when you see the whole thing. Yeah, it kind of, and they just made this up. Like, maybe there were drawings of it, but I have a feeling that there was just like somebody over at Kenner who was like, we'll put we'll draw, because the Loch Ness monster was big at the time. In the 70s, when these movies came out, there was like a big, there was a whole TV show called, oh no, gosh, why am I, see, if Richard was here, he would remember. In Search Of. It was called In Search Of, and it was hosted by Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, from Star Trek. And I know we've talked about this before, and he would always, it was always stuff about like the opening credit sequence had like Amelia Earhart, that footage of Bigfoot that we found out many years later was faked, and like the Bermuda Triangle and all of those, Loch Ness Monster, all of it. It was and it was like a big deal. It was a big deal. I can't overstate what a big deal all that stuff was in the 70s, especially the Bermuda Triangle. I spent a ridiculous amount of time worrying about quicksand and the Bermuda Triangle. I was really, bye, Rob. We'll see you later. Yeah, so the monster grew up to become Cringer from He-Man. Yeah, In Search of was like a big, it was like a big thing. So anyway, and the Bermuda Triangle was a big thing. Richard and I just watched a terrible TV movie from the time period called Satan's Triangle. It was so dumb. It was really hard to watch, I gotta say. And it had Kim Novak, so it should have been okay, but no. All right, so now we're gonna do an actual thing from the crypt. That's right, everybody. It's time for our regular Friday thing from the crypt. Hi. So, it was nope, wrong feature, buddy boy. Sorry about that. Somebody thought it was their time. So Zachary Quinto is doing a new series of In Search of. Seriously? He's taken it that far? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, on top of all that, in the 70s and 80s, my grandmother was really into Stephen King books, and she got me into them. And I read a lot of her, and I don't know if any of you are my age, then you remember going to the mall and going to the bookstore and like looking around at all of the books. And there was a sort of crazy amount of amazing like novel covers at the time. Like it was its own version of any of those pulp novels that you'd seen from the 40s. Okay. So, and I was obsessed with them, like absolutely 100% obsessed. And there was a series, if any of you remember, called Flowers in the Attic. Does anybody remember Flowers in the Attic? There was Flowers in the Attic when they first started. Sorry, I'm looking for the page here. When they first started doing those, and okay, first of all, I should show you. This is a book that Richard gave me for Christmas a couple years back. Paperbacks from Hell. And it's all about the books and more importantly, their cover art. So here was the cover art for Flowers in the Attic. And I don't know, any of you who see this will probably get a nostalgia hit. And this would be, this was a cutout. And this is what was so fascinating. This was a cutout. And then the real full picture was behind. So you'd have to like open the cover to see the full picture, and it seemed like this very I don't know, like very saucy, like forbidden fruit, right? Like you're not supposed to see what's behind it, like it's hidden behind this thing. And I just thought it was awesome. So there's tons of really great. I'm trying to see if there's any more Flowers in the Attic pictures. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't show the inside picture because it was very popular. 46, 48, 156. Let's see if we get another one. But no, they just talk about it. Oh, look, there's the cover of Jaws, which obviously inspired the poster for the movie, where they gave it lots of teeth. Right, so now you know where that inspiration came from. So yeah, the Flowers in the Attic ones were great. Oh, then there was, and it's really fun too because they talk about like series of them. I love this one. It's called Skeleton Doctors Are the Worst Doctors. And there was this like series of by Patricia Wallace and somebody else's, and they like all featured skeleton medical staff with babies. Oh man. Yeah, there's lots of There's lots of some really, really good stuff in here. So yeah, it's a great book. Oh, like he goes, these are all of the insect ones. Here's all the insect ones. And I love that he divides them up into like their sort of different categories. And it's all of these. And I remember so many of these, just like seeing them on the shelf, and they seemed so so lurid, and like I just wanted to read them for the cover. Oh, look, and then here's the updated Jaws cover. Right? When they were like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't just make the shark look like a gray oval. Just put some actual teeth on it. But yeah, so there you go. That was a super dive into this amazing book called Paperbacks from Hell: The Twisted History of 70s and 80s Horror Fiction. Highly suggest it if you like that sort of thing. It was very funny. Satan's Mistress is the name of one of them. I won't show that one. Oh, actually, here's a good one. Look at that one. That Rosemary's Baby. What a great cover. Like, why wouldn't you read that? Look at it. Wow. And then this, there's The Exorcist. And then this, The Other. That was a movie I was obsessed with as a kid. Like, absolutely obsessed with The Other as a kid. And if you ever get a chance to watch it, you totally should, because it still holds up as kind of creepy. I mean, of course, it's cheesy in that way, but it was really fun. I don't know if there's a similar book for fantasy covers. There should be. I wouldn't be surprised if there would. I mean, I don't know. Like, they do a lot of the oh darn it, what do you call it? They definitely do a lot of the like coffee table books where they have all the art. Like, I have an art of Disney movie posters and all that, but this one actually goes into, like, talks about the books themselves and a bunch of other stuff. So it seemed like it's going to be pretty cool. Golly. All right, well, it looks like we are on to the part where I'm actually going to have to, like, build something. So, but I did want to share, I did want to share this. So give me 1 second. I didn't get this one. I kind of like looked at it at the last minute. So now, as you know, we are going to be displaying. Now, this might come across as really huge, and I might have to shrink it. So I'm warning you now. Oh, look at that. It's like a reasonable size. Most of you know by now that we are displaying in the Masterpiece Gallery at the Lego House. And there are different galleries with like colors. There's like the red gallery, blue gallery, green gallery, but this is actually what we are showing in the Masterpiece Gallery, and it will be this is it. So if you've ever seen pictures of the big giant dinosaurs, this is the Masterpiece Gallery. I will enlarge this. You can see it. You don't need to see me talking about it. But you can see here, now you see those cases over there by the wall? That's what we're going to be displaying in. Now, I don't know that it's going to be one of those 3 display cases. There may be some other ones around the side walls, for all I know. This is the only picture I've seen of it. But this is the room where our piece will be displayed. And I'm really excited. And I just noticed, too, that it has, like, skylights in it. So this is where we're going to be doing that. All right. So yeah, it's at the top of the house. So Monica, that one I haven't seen any LAN people posting about that yet, so I'm holding off on that. We'll talk about that on Sunday, actually. I think that'll be a great thing for Sunday. Anyway, so this will be where we are. So that's pretty exciting, right? I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so if you end up at the Lego house sometime between the end of September of this year and to the end of September next year, you can go to the top floor of the Lego house and see this big old thing that we've been working on. So yeah, so let's talk about that. So we have been building. Now I gotta say, a lot of what we've been doing is building rocks. It's started to become very tedious. I will say that it started to become very tedious. Now, I know that you heard that we have been told that we can't have lights now. Originally, we were told we have lights. Now we can't have lights. But we've come up with some other solutions. So I know that Richard is really excited about the solutions that he's come up with, and I'm going to share one of them with you. Apples, yes, we are going to Scareback, and then we're going to be doing we're going to be going to France, and we're going to be going to the UK as part of our little sort of like mini slice of Euro tour. So yes, we will absolutely be at Scareback. So if you're going to be at Scareback, we will definitely be there. Super looking forward to that. So let's see. Right. So we didn't have the ability to use lights now. So what are we going to do, right? Well, the only possible solution is to create open parts of our mock. Open parts meaning open to the light above, because as you saw in the picture, there's tons of light up there. Like, it is a very, very brightly lit room. The cases also have their own light. There's lots of ambient light. So, oh yeah, I love rocks too, Moto, but like our method of doing rocks is a little slow and requires a lot of room, like to grade up, and it also requires special. It just requires a lot of bricks and time, so it can get a little bit tedious. Although I think it looks beautiful when it's done. It's just getting there it takes a long time. So I'm going to share with you one of the things that we're doing. Now, all right, so we had this idea that we wanted to have the labyrinth, right? We wanted to, and we're trying to figure out like how to represent the labyrinth in a small space. And you're probably looking at this and going, why is part of it white? Whoa, woo! And why is it broken now? I'm just kidding. Why is part of it white and why is part of it gray? Or is it dark? So what we have is we actually have the sun as a there we go. We actually have the sun visible in our piece. There's going to be a Lowell sphere sun, and we've decided that we want to basically paint light into the piece. So what we're doing is, where the sun is going to exist in our piece, we have a light that we shine on the model, and we're going to kind of do lighter bricks where the lighter color bricks where the light hits, and darker color bricks where it's shaded. So what you're kind of seeing is the beginnings of that that kind of shading, right, where it's lighter on one side and darker on the other side. And I think it's going to look like, I don't think it reads so much in this piece by itself, but I think once it's in context with everything else kind of shaded the same way, I think that it's going to come across really nicely and be effective and understandable when you see it. So back to the the issue at hand, which was, how are we going to get light below? Now, directly below this, directly below this is going to be a what was it? Hephaestus's forge. So right underneath this is Hephaestus's forge. And how are we now? And it's pretty deep. Like, it's pretty far back there, right? So how are we going to get light back there? Well, thankfully, our good friend Minifig Chick came to our rescue with a really, really amazing piece. And that is a 16 by 16 trans clear base plate that was used in one Lego set that created a mosaic. Like, you built a brick mosaic on top of this clear plate. And it is like a regular base plate where you can't connect to the bottom of it. Right? So the front part of it, where you can see, it won't have this on it. It'll be on the ground, and we're going to tile this. So the front part that you can see looks like it's tiled. But then the back part that you can see through will have the light shining directly down on top of it. And if we can get the light to direct the right way, it's going to leave the pattern of the labyrinth on the ground below. Crossing fingers. But even if it doesn't actually give us that, it is going to give us light and shadow down there. It won't be just like one bright light shining on. So we're very excited about this prospect. We worked on that last weekend. Then, now I'm going to see, give me 1 sec here. Now, if you were watching the show, oh no. Oh, I don't know where the little sail went. Oh well, if you were watching the show the other day, you saw our trireme that we made. It's missing its sail right now, but it has a little sail on it. All right. And then this is going to be our sort of little Hydra. It's actually Scylla, not actually a Hydra. And then this is, we've showed you this before with the whirlpool. So we're still working on this, but the trireme will be going down the funnel with this attacking from behind. So excited about that. All right, well, friends, it seems like it's time for the pause that refreshes. That's right, everybody. It's Logan Cookie Time. Woohoo! I totally was prepared. Wait, I don't want the keyboard to turn everything off. All right, there we go. Over here, Bubba. Hi, he's helping. Whoa, let's not delete everything. All right, there we go. And we're gonna have 2 today because I can only get it in 2. Is that all right? You don't care. You're just looking at the cookie. Okay, and 1. Yay, Logan. And 1, 2, 3. Yay! What a good boy. I know. Very exciting. That's it, though. Like, that's it? And that has been Logan Cookie Time. He's always so done when it's over. He's just like, hey, I'm done. But then he hangs out over by the table just in case, because you just never know. All right, so the other place that we were having trouble with is our Poseidon's realm, which you can kind of see back here. Let me see. I think. Let me see if this piece here. Oh, I think it might be over on my other table. Give me 1 second. Aha, here it is. So what we're gonna do, originally you can see that we were planning on using the blue plates, and this I think is actually going to be really, really exciting. So what we're gonna do is, and let me see if I can get to the top cam. So we are gonna be building a sort of almost stained glass feeling. Now, we're not gonna use these windows, this was just for a test piece, but using 1x2 trans light blue here, right? You see that? Yeah, 1x2 trans light blue and 1x2 trans clear. We're also going to be using 1x2 trans clear, 1x2 dark blue, and 1x2 light blue, which we don't have yet. We have I just made like a $400 order from Bricklink. And then you can see too that we are including some clear, hang on a second, some trans clear headlight bricks as well. Right? So I think that'll be cool. And those are places where we'll be able to kind of put our different little boats and that sort of thing. So we're gonna build some other triremes as well. Now that one that I showed you earlier was just an example, a sample piece, if you will. And so what we're gonna be doing is kind of, since we have to do this all sideways built, we are going to basically build into the piece almost like a drawer. So we're going to make a big slab of this, and then we're going to make some slots on the sides, and then the whole thing will just kind of slide in and then, be held up. And then when the light goes through, everything underneath will be lit in blue and clear and light blue light, which I think is going to look amazing. And it's going to add a whole extra dimension that we didn't intend had we been using regular lights. Like, we would have just had to have stationary lights, or maybe they would flicker a little bit, but I think this is going to add a whole different thing to it. So very, very, very excited about that. So that's a thing we've been working on. Oh, what else? Here we go. Here's some other things. Your little updates. We have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about what we were going to do about Poseidon. Now, we've built him a whole realm, and we tried really hard, really, really hard to do a Belleville Triton using the merman that I got, but he's too young. Like, it just doesn't look like what you think, like what people think Poseidon looks like. He's like a young guy with like short brown hair, and there are two kinds of Belleville dolls. One version you can swap the heads around on them, and another version you can't. And unfortunately, the merman is in the can't variety. And then all the ones that you can switch their heads on, even though I could put the fishtail on them, wasn't really going to work. They all had tunics on, right? Like, it just looked weird. So then we picked up the Ariel's, the new Ariel set that has the Triton minifigure, like King Triton. But we didn't want to use that, even though we found out we can actually use IP stuff. So we could use Triton. The rule is just that we can't, like, the whole piece can't be IP. So we couldn't do like our version of Ursula's Lair. That wouldn't work. But I did manage to pick up from Bricklink the pieces to do build this. Now this is the Fluffy from the Harry Potter set, but I love the heads for Cerberus, and I don't love the legs on this. I think they're wimpy, and I think the body, while interesting, is kind of wimpy as well. So we're going to build our own body for it and and we really only need to build the front because you're only going to see like the front one, right? So we have that, right? So we can use that IP. So we decided we definitely wanted to do Friends style mermaids, and now that we can use the mermaid bodies from the Ariel sets, that's really exciting. But I was like, okay, still, what are we going to do with Triton? I don't want it to be the Triton thing. So what I did have, though, was this, which is the headpiece from, sorry, let me hear you. So when I do this, I have to press 2 buttons at once, and it makes me push the entire button thing backwards. Here we go. So this is from the Poseidon CMF, and I've had this thing for a long time. No, I don't think we can paint on minifigs, and I don't think so. So I've had that for a while, and then that one included Master Wu's beard, which has some nice flow to it. And then the Ariel one has more like the Santa Claus beard, the kind of like fatter beard. And since we're using the mini doll mermaids, we decided, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and do the merman Triton. Or Poseidon. So it comes with a shirtless, like 6-pack abs mini doll torso. The Triton one. Hi, Mom. Of course, my mom comes in right when I'm talking about 6-pack. I'm sure that sounded really bad. Anyway, we're going to be doing the... So anyway, I got this. Now, the problem with this was the beard. And the problem with the beard, yes, and I know he doesn't have all of his tail and everything, but we were just using a practice one. You can see that the beard, now I'm going to show you how this works. So that's a minifigure neck. It's very thin. And when you put this on, you can see how big it is. All right. So then I tried putting the head on, and with the little hairpiece, like wig thing, I figured, oh, okay, well this'll work. Maybe like having the hairpiece on will help it. But no, you can see that it actually does not. All right. So, I could not I tried so many things. I was like, what am I going to do? How are we going to make it? How am I going to make this work? So I called one of the masters of weird connections, Blair, our own sometimes Blair. And I was like, well, what, how can I do this? And of course, it took him about 3 seconds. And he says, there is a King Triton, Kim, but we didn't want to use, I just didn't want to use the I just didn't want to use that already created character. Like, I think we're going to give him a red tail, and because we really want him to stand out. And we will use the torso from that for sure. But his headpiece, now the other thing with a headpiece is that the Triton headpiece, it's a whole head. Now the bonus is, it's like a mask, like a helmet that covers the whole thing. Now the bonus is, it comes with a blank mini doll head, like with no features on it, which is amazing. So I tried a bunch of stuff. So Blair says, do you have a white Lego rubber band? I was like, well, yes, absolutely. Because believe me, I tried everything. I tried the 1x1. And the problem with the 1x1 with a hole in it is it's the exact same size as the neck. So there's not enough stick to make his head go on. So the solution was, and here I'll go down to the top cam. This is so I basically wrapped it around here 3 times. Yeah, Apollo stud doesn't work. It's the same size. So rubber band, beard, head, hairpiece. And ta-da! No jiggle. The beard is on, and you can see how the rubber band fits on it. And when he's facing the front, you can't really tell the difference between it and the... I mean, because first of all, nobody is going to see that. Especially at the distance he's going to be sitting on his throne. So it was the perfect solution. So there you go. If you want a minifigure beard to fit on a mini doll, white rubber band. So it's a perfect solution. So thanks, Blair, for that awesome advice. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Blair is Lego MacGyver. It's true. He's LeGyver. Oh, I don't know. See, I need Richard here to make that work. So yeah, I'm really happy with that solution. All right, so the yep, it's got clutch. It fills the hole. It fills that neck area in a round way that's just enough to hold it on. And because it's white, it blends in with the beard. So I am 100% into, here, I'll show it once again. I love this solution. I think it's very clever. And I think, like I said, kind of like at a distance, you can't really see the rubber band. So there you go. All right. So then this is sort of like this is my state of I don't know how it's going. It's my how it's going address. So as I was mentioning, was getting really bored of the rock work. It's very tedious and it requires you. I need something more fancifully artistic sometimes to kind of like break up the rock work. So I decided that I would build Apollo's chariot because we needed an Apollo, a chariot for Apollo because he's going to be flying around the sun with his horses. So I built it on Tuesday, my last day on the raid train, and now again, this is like semi. It's semi thing. What do you call it? Like it's a semi prototype. Is the rubber band system? It is a Lego Technic rubber band. So there you go. It is in fact system, which is what makes it awesome. Because I really wanted to do something. I mean, I could have just put a glue dot on it and be done with it, but I wanted it to be, not glue, but like one of those removable glue gloppy things. Anyway, so this is my Apollo's chariot. You can see I still need to get this piece in white. And then I did add the flames on after the broadcast was over. So let me see if we can see that. Now I'm not entirely sold on this front decoration. It was kind of what I put on there. I mean, I do like it, but I feel like it could be better. But I am really happy with the wings. We used the curved elves fences, and then we added the flames on, like I said, afterwards. And my favorite little curly Q piece. That chariot is fire. Yes, it's a chariot of fire. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So that's our Apollo's chariot. Really excited, and we were talking about how we wanted to do Apollo, and thanks everybody. Um, we were talking about how we wanted to do Apollo, and I was saying I think he should be all gold. And like, how cool would it be if he was like completely gold with some kind of like flame colors on him or whatever? I mean, what I would love is if the what do you call it? Oh, the Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider minifig. Unfortunately, the hair, that clear flame hair, is molded onto it, which is such a drag. I really, really wish that it was separate because I would love to do an all gold minifigure with like a trans neon orange, like flamey hairpiece. Um, uh, but I think what I want to do though is use like pieces from, because over the last couple of years Ninjago and the Harry Potter uh, lines have both had gold minifigs, so there's lots of parts to choose from that I think would be really, really, really cool. Oh, how about this printed tile for the front? Let's see. Um, let's find out. Oh, I do like that. It's a little small. Like it needs. So what I was looking at is we have the gold. The gold sort of shaped like this, like shield shape tiles. We have a gold one, and we were gonna look through our stickers and see if we might find a sticker that might look cool on it. There might also be a Nexo Knights shield that has a. I know there's a Nexo Knights shield that has like a flaming, like meteor type thing on it. Um, but yeah. Anyway, there's also uh, there is uh, a gold hairpiece that is used in the Statue of Liberty as the flame for her torch, and it has motion, like it looks like it's flying off to the side. So I thought it would be super cool to have him be like gold with that gold hair, since we can't do the flame hair. Really, really would love to do that flame hair, but who knows, maybe in the next couple of months that'll happen and I'll be able to have our gold guy. We'll see. But yeah, anywho, yeah, Zissou, you're thinking of the guy that had the winged, he has like a winged helmet on, kind of Thor-esque type of guy with all the gold, and he's got really good gold armor as well. So yeah. Ooh, I like that. Moto, that's a pretty cool tile. Very cool. Firestorm has flame hair? Really? Let's see. See, this is why it's good for us to do. Oh no, but see, he's got. Oh, he's really cool. And he's like a minifig of color, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I love that. That's a great one. Yeah, actually, we were talking about how we're going to try to include, I mean, we're going to have obviously yellow minifigs, and we're going to have the, many flesh tones of friends involved, and we have I think our Aphrodite is going to be a person of color, so I'm very excited about that. That's the one, but the Statue of Liberty gold hair. Yeah, I think the Statue of Liberty gold hair would be pretty fun. Oh yeah, that is. I love that purple one with the gold. That looks like it's from Rapunzel, I think. It looks like a Rapunzel thing. Yep, Rapunzel's castle bedroom. There you go. Hello, Ben's Brick Designs. Welcome in. We're just here chit-chatting about the best way to make an Apollo minifigure. So it's been a lively conversation. Yeah, Firestorm's hair is not removable, so we would have to have him be like that character. And see, that's the thing that I'm trying to steer away from, is that like even if we use parts and pieces from IP stuff, that they can't be instantly recognizable as being that character. So I mean, either way, I think we have lots of options to explore. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that is, and it's cool because once he gets in there, we're gonna have to put him on a little sort of pedestal thing. But he'll stand up. You'll be able to see him. I think it'll look really cool. And we're gonna be using now. This is another thing we did. Now we're not gonna use these. This was a test. It didn't come out well. I tried because we wanted to give the idea, because obviously he has to have horses. So we kind of had this big discussion about how are we going to do like how are we going to do the horses? What are they going to look like? Fortunately, Friends has these awesome ones that have gold manes. Or actually, I think they're from Elves or Cinderella. Yes, he has a bow as well. He will have probably a quiver on his back, but we wanted to have him, be driving the chariot around the sun. Now, this was just the test version, but I really kind of love we gave him like flaming hooves, kind of. And then I tried doing the vintage dragon wings. And we didn't like the way it looked. It's very I don't know, just the two styles to me don't go together. I love the hooves with the flames. I think that works absolutely. But neither of us were happy with the dragon wings. I just thought it would be fun to have them have flaming wings. But we do have these, which are the gold wings, which I think this is what we're actually gonna use, is the gold wings with the flaming hooves. Right? So that's the idea. Yeah, the gold wings are good. Crawl. Oh my goodness, yeah. Crawl. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Crawl. It was that crystal spider. That was the thing that always got me. Oh, it was so creepy. No. So anyway, that's kind of where we are right now. And I think too, like once it's kind of put together, I think it's going to look really cool with the flaming horse hooves and such. And the gold minifig, right? So, there you go. That is the current state of affairs when it comes to our big piece. Now, we did start work on some of... and see, this is what you do when you're building stuff. You just start pulling stuff out. I was like, will that work somewhere? And like, no, it's too much. You gotta... And we did Coco Chanel this. Like, I added a couple of extra pieces on, and then afterwards was like, no, we can't do 8 horses. We don't have the room for it. So probably 2 horses. Either And we wanted to do them side by side, but with the wings, you can't really do them side by side, so you have to kind of do one in front of the other. We might be able to do 3. 1, 2, 3. That I think that is 3 is the most that will fit on here, so we might do 3. I'm not sure. So we'll see. But it's coming along. You can kind of see that we've got our volcano is in skeletal form right now. We have a new addition, which I'm very excited about. Let me see if I can grab this. I'm going to show you what I've been working on this week. So this is the rock work that I was talking about before. I'm going to tilt this down. But you can kind of see we've chosen light gray, tan, and pink. And it's just the way that this rock work is done is very time consuming. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but it really is. Like, a lot goes into making that and like spacing things out right and having the little sort of streaks of different color in there. But what I'm excited about is a new addition that we decided on, and that is the Cyclops with a microfig fighting it. Down here on our beach. I think that's going to be really fun. And then you can see how our beach kind of extends out past this area, and our water is going to slide right underneath of here and sit balanced under there. So there you go. So that was kind of a lot of what I was working on. I mean, that took quite a little. Yeah, Cyclops Smash. I think that will be fun. And I mean, how are we going to not use the Cyclops minifig? I mean, it's too good. So, yeah. Yeah, I like I do like doing the rock work, but it just, like I said, it can get tedious after a while. And really, we're kind of in a fair amount of limbo at the moment because we are currently waiting for this $400 order from Bricklink to arrive that has a lot of the bricks that we need to finish the lower level before we can permanently put the top on it and really start decorating out the top portion with our trees. You've seen still got the tree now, and the funny thing is, I built this, and it can't be anywhere near this big. This will take up the whole thing. Oh yeah, we're definitely using the Satyr minifigs. Those will be there. So we've done a little bit of kind of changing around of the way things we wanted to be. Initially, one of our big things was, and this is kind of a window into kind of our design process, but one of the things that we had been thinking of from the very beginning was Echo and Narcissus. And that one kept coming back to us over and over again because of the visual joke, and that we wanted to use 2 identical minifigs, one looking into the water and the other one looking up back at him at the water. And we realized that at a certain point, we were ending that story. We were putting that story right in the very, very front of the model just because of that visual joke. Oh yes, we are absolutely using the Medusa. Up inside of the volcano, there's going to be a little cave that has Perseus and Medusa seen inside. That's definitely one of the stories we're doing. It's my favorite minifig, and she was a lot of the inspiration for this whole, the beginning of this whole thing. So anyway, we were talking about that Echo and Narcissus thing, and I was like, it seems like such a weird thing to be the front focus of the whole piece. And what I really didn't like it is it made this center part like a little hill, which blocked everything that was behind it. And I also thought, like, I don't know that I want to put the story of like a guy who wastes away because he's so in love with himself. Like, do we really want to put that as our front and center story? So what we've another story that we've wanted to do for the whole time is Persephone coming out of the underworld and having, you know, the spring blooming around her. And we also were trying to find a way, like, while yes, we want to have a lot of stories, we also want to find a way to include a lot of characters like the centaurs, like the satyrs, like, you know, the muses, like all of these. So we thought, well, they could be having a party, which I think would be really cool. So we decided that we would have Persephone leading, you know, with springing up behind her, leading a huge party procession, with all of the different other characters who we can't maybe necessarily put in a story, but having this sort of winding path of characters coming up to the front. Oh, and we built more on our oh, check it out. Here is our, now this was originally going to be in the back, but now it's going to be more towards the front. And we went back and forth about this and like how we were going to do it, but this is our little, you can see we still need some pieces for that. But this is our little temple. We're going to have a little flame coming out of here. And sort of now the temple and Persephone and this procession becomes the main story, which I think is so much fun, so much more fun, and so much more joyful, and so much more in keeping with the style that Richard and I like to do, which is this very fun, energetic style of building, more than this kind of placid story of I'm looking in the pool. Now, we're still going to have that. It's just going to be a little bit further back. And we decided that the I don't know. We just kind of decided that having the that visual joke, while it was funny, was not enough to make it be the central focus of the whole piece. So that's kind of where we came with that. So yeah, you're getting Love Is All vibes. Yeah, kind of like it, we just wanted it to be uplifting and joyous and celebratory. And I think it's going to be a huge improvement for the piece in general. Satyr? Yeah, Satyr. That's how I've always been told it's pronounced, Satyr. So I even have a satyr tattoo, as does Richard. We have matching ones that we got when we first started dating in 1991. We got matching satyr tattoos. So this whole kind of Greek mythology thing has been, I don't know, kind of representative of us as a couple for a really, really long time. And, you know, when we did Treasure of the Snake Queen, we had two satyrs that were kind of represented us, and they like lived in a tree, like a tree that had a door in it, and, you know, yeah. So that's what we'll be doing that again. There'll definitely be satyrs. And again, I'm really excited to start building the faces on the front. So if you remember this, I can grab this. So from our werewolf clock, you probably all remember this guy. Let's do the top cam. This is the werewolf face that I made ages ago for an Instagram thing, and then we ended up oops, sorry, not even on camera. And then we ended up putting it on making it the front of our werewolf house or werewolf clock piece. Now, at the very top of our piece, above everything else, above the clouds, we're going to do 3 heads of gods and goddesses. So there's going to be Zeus, Hera, and Aphrodite. And so this is kind of the style, this kind of studs out mosaic-y kind of style that we're going to use to do the faces. I think they will be a little bit bigger than this, but I think it's going to be really fun. So Zeus in the middle with Hera and Aphrodite on either side, and they're all sort of peering over the clouds below onto the scene of the big party and all of the other stories that are going on. And I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to help tie it's really going to help tie everything together, give this the feeling of scale. We are playing with a lot of different sizes of scale here. Yeah, they are kind of like brick sketches. It is kind of like a brick sketch, absolutely. But a little bit bigger. Like I said, a scale, and I think that like I mentioned before, we're definitely going to be doing an Aphrodite as a woman of color, which I think will be a nice little addition, since we're trying to make everything. So, like, I don't want them all to be white, because they're gods, right? Like, they can be and are anything. And I mean, let's face it, like, the Greek people themselves are not like super white. They a lot of them have like more olive skin, like I do. More Mediterranean. So, I think it's only appropriate, personally. But yeah, so really, really excited about that. All of this. We've got so much fun stuff coming up, and I hope that just like showing you these things kind of gives you an idea of where we're going with this. We're definitely not going to be doing any check-ins with this for a little while. Wait, what's that now? I can't see Zeus and Hera in the right way anymore after watching the BMW Arnold and Salma Hayek commercial where they played Zeus and Hera. I haven't seen it. But anyway, I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'll be sharing more things on Instagram, and maybe in another month or so we will have another check-in, like a special check-in show that we'll do. But I think that it is definitely high time that we really just kind of drill in and focus on getting this project done. So, well, my goodness, I can't believe I blathered on for a whole hour and a half by myself. Well, actually, I do it all the time on Twitch for 2 hours, and maybe even longer next time. But I think that is going to wrap it up for today. Thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out with me today and checking out where we're at with our piece. And keep an eye on us on Instagram. Don't forget that next Friday is our last Friday show for the foreseeable future. We will probably be doing some special things now and then. Oh, yeah. So one of the things that we're going to do with our time off is we're going to be starting to make some pre-recorded review videos. And I'm hoping that y'all will support us by checking those videos out. Even if you just play it in the background and you're not even paying attention to it, it would super help us out if you were able to keep keeping an eye on our videos, even if they aren't live. Because what happened to it? Oh, dang it. Oh. Because this is coming. Just letting you know. Very, very excited about this. So, tra-la-la, that's coming down the road in a few weeks. So definitely looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. So yeah, we'll be doing those a little bit more kind of, pre-recorded videos. And we'll also be talking about, we'll be talking about some of these sets on Sundays as well with our Sunday crew, but our main thing is going to be trying to do some, and they're going to be short, by the way. That's the other thing. That is going to be a very short scene. These are going to be short videos, like 5 to 10 minute tops, 10 minutes tops, where we just dive in and give you a bam, bam, bam review of the sets. So we're kind of looking forward to that new sort of shorter format for those types of things as well. So I hope that you all had an awesome time today. Please don't forget that not only is next week our last show, but it's our last Friday build challenge for a little while. We'll be doing some of our challenges over at... Hi.
Hello.
Look who's here at the last minute. There's a Tricky Lug meeting next Saturday. We'll be doing some fun stuff there. Logan is very excited right now, as I'm sure we all are. Yes, I know, he's home. Before we sign, oh my God. So we're signing off.
I actually don't wear the hard hat for the walk home.
Yes.
But it's nice to be here from work at the last minute.
Was
Look
that
at
you?
you now.
Hi.
No sneak attack.
Hi,
Nice
Logan.
to see you, everyone.
Anyway, signing off now. Yes, don't forget that it's our last one. The theme is Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug, the show, and it's really open to anything, like a moment from the show that you found funny, or a mock that you did for one of that. You can submit a mock that you've submitted before, like if you had a favorite mock that you built during one of our challenges. Any of that counts. So it's open. Looking forward to seeing what you all do. And we will be back with you on Sunday with our regular cast of irregulars. And then the following week we'll be starting off our new format with guests. This will be our last week doing just the regular Sunday crew. Not just, but the Sunday regular crew. So until next time, friends, don't forget to please stay safe, stay healthy. God, Richard cosplaying as construction guy. Okay, I couldn't get distracted by the chat. Okay, everybody.
Okay, hang on a second. It's not exactly cosplay because when I'm on job site, I'm required to do that. But I don't walk home from job site and into the house wearing the hard
With
hat.
the sunglasses.
That was just for you.
All right, everybody, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask if you when and where you still need to, get that vaccine, get that booster shot, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.